The Giants and Reds have each been around for over 120 years. As two of baseball's oldest franchises, these two teams boast Hall of Fame talent that provided magical moments from memorable players. With 12 World Championships between them, each organization feels at home with October baseball. The 2014 edition of the Giants and Reds meet from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, and it's coming up next.
It's day baseball here in Cincinnati. It's also getaway day. It's also the final game of this three-game series, Giants and Reds. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Giants have a chance to take the series and go 5-2 on this road trip. What better guy to pitch than Madison Bumgarner?
Well, why not? He's the National League pitcher of the month in the month of May, and he's throwing with great confidence and great command right now, more so than any other time this season. It does figure to be all about pitching. His counterpart today, Mike Leake with the Reds. Both pitchers have ERAs in the 2s, and they have a great strike zone to work with. Keep an eye on Tyler Colvin, who has 4 home runs against Leake, and that's more home runs than any other hitter has ever had against Leake. So it's a small yard. You never know what happens, but I do think we're going to see some good pitching. All right,
Buster Posey behind the dish, catching Bumgarner. When we come back, we'll have the lineups and the very first pitch of this game from Cincinnati on a gorgeous day, and we'll do that right after this.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Head to Jack in the Box and try the new Jack's Blazin' Chicken Sandwich. It's Jack's hottest sandwich yet. And by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
We're looking outside of Great American Ballpark as we get ready for Giants Reds baseball. Our Game Time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open every day. 72 degrees here at the yard as the Reds take the field. Winds at 11 miles per hour. Humidity is down from the last 2 days, and it is a sunny day. A few puffy clouds hanging around, but that's okay. Let's take a look at the lineup that Mike Leake is going to be facing, and the Giants starting lineup is brought to you by Coors Light. It'll be Pagan, Pence, and Posey. Pablo Sandoval will be the cleanup hitter. Then it'll be Morrison, Tyler Colvin. 4 lifetime big flies off of Leake. Crawford, Hicks, and Bumgarner will round out the bottom 3.
On the hill today for the Cincinnati Reds will be Mike Leake, the 26-year-old. In his 5th year at the big league level. Not a big guy, 5'10", 190-pounder, low 3/4 release. In 11 starts, he's 3-4 with a 2.92 ERA. And look at the strikeout walk ratio, over a 3-to-1. He is a control specialist, and you're going to see a fastball that's low 90s and high 80s, depending on the grip. He'll 2-seam and 4-seam you. He's got a curveball slider and a changeup and exceptional corner command. And when Leake's right, you're going to see a lot of ground balls. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Mike Leake, starting in the Reds outfield from left to right. It'll be Heisey, Hamilton, and Bruce. Good arms in center and in right. Cozart and Frazier on the left side. Phillips and Pena on the right side. And Devin Mesoraco will be in the squad, putting down the signs. All right, time now for our Nissan keys to the game. And we talk about table setters have really been non-existent for the Giants. They need to create more opportunity, and they need to get more leadoff hitters on. That'll be a key. And number 2, control Billy Hamilton, the dynamic base stealer who has really disrupted the Giants in both the first 2 games. So those are our Nissan keys to the game.
So here's Pagan to lead things off. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike. So we can start at 12:37. Pagan is 0 for 7 in the series. And he bounces this one to the first baseman Pena. And Leake beats Pagan to the bag, 1 out. And that's how this game gets started. So here's Pence. Pence with 4 hits in the series. Pretty good numbers lifetime against Leake. Last night Pence went 1 for 4, but he had 3 hits on Tuesday night.
You see how the Reds defend against Hunter Pence, pretty straight up. I think I failed to mention that Chris Heisey in left field, he also has a very good arm. So good arms across the board for the Reds in the outfield.
So Leake throwing darts right now.
He's got a good strike zone to work with. Gabe Morales likes that low strike. He's an umpire that looks for strikes, and it's a very consistent zone. We've only seen him one other time, but we were impressed. Good young umpire.
Buster Posey on deck. And Pence into center field, where Phillips will track it down. And the rest of the umpires. It'll be Vanover, Hernandez, and Adrian Johnson from first to third. So here's Posey. Buster with a hit in each of the 2 games here in Cincinnati. And overall, 4 for 8 lifetime against Mike Leake with a home run. So there's that nice strike zone that you're talking about. One and 2, and why not? Why not stretch it out a little bit?
Well, that's a good pitch. Anytime you make a hitter think in a 2-strike count with your location that's out of the strike zone, you've made a good pitch.
2 and 2 with Pablo Sandoval on deck. Giants winning last night 3-2. They scored all of their runs in the 6th inning. held up for Ryan Vogelsong, who went 6 1/3, and Vogelsong now 4 2. And Posey out swinging, and that'll end the inning. Bumgarner coming out. Billy Hamilton will lead things off. Billy Hamilton to lead things off, followed by Frazier, Phillips, and then Mesoraco. See his home runs this year. That's second among major league catchers. Bruce, Heisey, and Pena. Cozart will hit 8th, and Mike Leake, who is a good hitting pitcher, will hit 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the National League made pitcher of the month, Madison Bumgarner, 6'5", 235-pound, 24-year-old. In his 4th year at the big league level. This is what he has done in 12 games, 7-3 with 2.85 ERA. And look at the strikeouts to walks. I mean, he has absolutely been lighting it up with the strikeouts. And when you take your bat against Madison Bumgarner, who has a low 3/4 release, you're going to see a natural cut fastball in the low 90s with a hard slider, and a curveball, and a changeup. And right now, he has been dominant to just about any part of the strike zone he wants to throw out with that fastball. He's had that such good command. Lifetime against these Reds, 1-2 with a 5.16 ERA. This is a ballpark he is not pitched well in. Take a look at the defense playing behind Bumgarner. It'll be Colvin, Pagan, and Pence, best arm in right field. Crawford and Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Hicks and Morse on the right side. Buster Posey catching a day game after night game. He'll be in the squad putting down the signs.
Here's Hamilton hitting 267, and he bluffs a bunt and he takes high. Hamilton with 2 hits on Tuesday and 3 hits last night. 3 hits last night, and he did not score a run. Here he jives this one into right center field, and Hunter Pence is going to make the lunging catch.
Wow. That ball gets by Pence. That's at least a triple, maybe more.
That's a great catch.
It really is. And you can see the infield alignment. The outfield playing shallow as well. So this was really a play that absolutely relied on a first step and a direct route. And he had to use every bit of that boarding house reach to gather in the high backhander. Nice play.
So here's Todd Frazier. Frazier drives one to Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence looking up, and it's gone. And it's 1-0 Cincinnati. And that's home run number 12.
That may be the approach we see the Reds take all day against Madison Bumgarner. Go the opposite way. 2 hitters, 2 bullets to right field. And this is not a hanger either. That's on the outside corner, just above the knees. And Frazier thinking right field. Puts a right into it. It gives you an idea of just how live this ballpark is today.
So here's Phillips. Phillips in the hole and a base hit. Past the diving Crawford. And Phillips is aboard for Mesoraco. Mesoraco with a home run on Tuesday. Swing and a miss. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts yesterday.
I tell you, the Reds have come off the bench and they are hacking. They're flailing at that first pitch.
And they're flailing at that second pitch. This one off of the foot of Mesoraco.
Well, they know that Bumgarner is a guy who has good command, and he's been around the plate. And I think that it's sort of a compliment when you see a lot of players come off the bench swinging at you early, because they do not want to get into a 2-strike situation, which is where Mesoraco is right now. But they are really being aggressive.
Very high to left field for Tyler Colvin. Tagging is Phillips. And there's the strong throw by Colvin. And there's 2 outs. And I'd say Mr. Mesoraco just missed it.
Yeah, he got underneath that one, but I guarantee it felt good. So 4 hitters, and everybody is squirted up against Mr. Bumgarner. Let's take a look at the high fastball, and you can see he just gets under it. That had the sound of a ball that gets knocked out of the ballpark.
Here's Jay Bruce. One for 4 last night for Jay Bruce with a couple of strikeouts. Phillips, only 1 steal on the year. He's been caught twice. Outside from Bumgarner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's good velocity on the fastball. Ever since he locked into the good set of mechanics, we saw him pick up an extra couple feet on the fastball. Went from a 90-91 average to a 92-93 average, and at times even 94. And he doesn't max out on every pitch. It's a guy that believes in throw at a speed you can command.
Bumgarner the high set, and Bruce rolls it foul. So the home run by Frazier gives the Reds an early lead here in Cincinnati on a warm Thursday afternoon. Warm and dry. Outside and low. It's 3-2. So on the 3-2 pitch, Phillips will take off. And he got him. And that'll end the inning. Got a piece of it, but Buster Posey hangs on. After 1-0 Reds. On Juan Perez, his performance last night. The manager says, I'm glad to see him have some success. And he had it. He was in the starting lineup. He didn't have to come off the bench. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval, first pitch, base hit. Leak in the stretch for the first time today.
Well, speaking of Perez's big home run, it's Artogo's big play the Togo's way. Last night, Juan Perez entering the game 1 for 21 in the season, goes 2 for 4, including this line drive home run off of lefty Tony Cingrani, his second big league home run.
So here's Michael Morse. Morris hit his 12th last night. And it did one of two things. It got the Giants on the board, and it jump-started them to score 2 more afterward. Here he fouls this one high down the right field line and out of play.
Giants were shut out, and Tony Cingrani was cruising, and this is one of the few mistakes he made. It was just a ball that he got down. He'd been living on the high fastball, and Michael Morse made him pay. That was the alarm clock that went off. The Giants would go on and score 2 more in that inning, and that was all they'd get. But that was a big swing of the bat.
High and deep to left. This baby is out of here. Upper deck. He's done it again, and the Giants lead 2-1.
Both teams aggressive early in the counts, and they've got strike throwers on the hill. Leak for the Reds, Bumgarner for the Giants.
So here's Colvin. That's the second career home run for Morris off of Mike Leake. And here's Colvin.
That was a big boy home run there.
Colvin, little dribbler. Mazzaracco got him. 1 out.
Now let's take a look at the swing of the bat. They tried to go inside with it, and that really was right to the glove. And I think with all the experience that he's had against Leake, he was looking middle in. And I think both elbows were bent. That's a bent arm swing, and he still goes upper deck. That's a swing right there that will impress everybody in a big league uniform today.
Here's Crawford. Crawford hitting .234, 6 home runs, 26 driven in. Crawford 1 for 6 in the series, and he swings and gets a piece of it. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Hicks on deck. And a good breaking ball to make it 0-2.
Yeah, perfect location. Nice little back up breaking ball.
And a bit wide to Crawford. Giants 4-2 on this trip. They're 19-12 on the road, and against teams in the National League Central, they're 7-5. Crawford chases the high fastball. 2 outs. Well, the Nationals are in town, and that'll be on the next homestand, June 9th, 10th, and 11th, all dynamic deals, which means tickets will start as $8. That's right, tickets as low as $8. Visit sfgiants.com/dynamic deal. Here's Hicks, who had a big base hit before the
When
Perez home run last night.
you hit against Mike Leake, you better get in there and get ready, because he's not going to jimmy jack around. He's coming right at you.
Fouled at the plate. It's 2-2. Giants will go home after the game tonight, and they'll be at home for a while, which is good news for all of us.
Yeah, the month of June, a lot of days at home.
Inside corner, and he gets Hicks looking to end the inning. 3 strikeouts for Leake. Sandoval, a base hit, and then Morse does this. It's bye-bye baby. It's 2-1 Giants.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Subaru. Test drive the 2014 Outback at your local Subaru retailer or visit Subaru.com to learn more.
Here in Cincinnati, the Giants with a 2-1 lead. And it'll be Chris Heisey to lead things off, and he swings and misses. Guys are swinging like it's the last game of the season. Everybody's got a flight after the game to go home, and there's nothing at stake.
It's amazing.
That's what it's looking like.
Remember, we used to have an exhibition game against our AAA team in Phoenix. Stanford. And the deal was, if you took a strike, it was a fine. Those games would be played in 1 hour and 47 minutes. And this is the same way this one feels.
It's slowly to Hicks. Hicks takes his time and throws out Heisey, 1 out. And here's Brian Pena.
Giants fans here. I've really seen a lot of Giants fans in St. Louis and here in Cincinnati. 2 great baseball cities.
This guy on the right's got something going. What's he eating? Nachos? I bet he's got something that we would want right now. There's Pena who takes a pitch inside.
Oh, if it's ballpark food, I want it.
Look at, yeah, I think they are nachos. He's doing it without a front tooth.
That's tough to do.
Wide, 2-0 to Pena. Hitting at 275 with 3 home runs. 13 driven in. And it's high again, 3-0. So Bumgarner with one strikeout, a pitch away from walking. Ryan Pena with Zach Cozart on deck. And a strike. Pena on the ground. Crawford on the backhand in the dirt, and Morris digs it out. Nice play. Michael Morris.
Well, it always helps when you have a guy 6'5" with a long reach. He can reach out, stay in contact with the bag, and catch that short hop. I thought initially it was going to be a tough hop, but with Morris's long stretch, I'd say that was about a difficulty of 4.2 on a scale of 10.
Here's Cozart hitting .216, and he takes a strike. Cozart 0 for 4 in the game last night. And that pitch is down low. He took an 0 for 4 on Tuesday as well. Sandoval near the bag at third, and that'll end the inning. So 3 ground balls, and we'll head to the third, and Madison Bumgarner is going to lead things off.
Homestand tomorrow. The first 3 games are going to be against the New York Mets. They're going to be making their only visit to AT&T Park. Saturday, June 7th, 7:05 start at Superhero Night. The first 7,500 kids 14 and under will receive a pair of Sergio Romo Superhero socks courtesy of C's Candies. And on Sunday, which is a 1:05 start, the first 20,000 fans will receive a Hello Kitty's plush, a Hello Kitty Giants plush. Tickets remain for all 3 Mets games. Go to sfgiants.com/tickets.
Here's Bumgarner, 2-1 Giants. Leak to Bumgarner, and it's wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Bumgarner is 6 for 25 on the season. And he takes a breaking ball wide. It's 2-0. Pagan and then Pence here in the third. Bumgarner digging that 2-0 pitch, fouls it to the backstop.
2 of the best hitting pitchers are featured in this game today. Bumgarner with his .240 average and a home run, and he might not be as good as Leak.
Nope. thought he had it. It's 3-1. Bumgarner taps this one foul, and it's now 3-2.
The 3-1 challenge with the fastballs. And that's all you can hope for. Bumgarner, a good fastball hitting pitcher.
On the ground sharply to Cozart, who knocks it down and then throws out Bumgarner. Well, let's check out our AT&T U-verse rewind, and it's Angel Pagan on April 22nd, 2012. It is 3-run homer off of Sean Marshall in the top of the ninth to edge Cincinnati 6-5, and that's the first time we heard Happy Flight.
They're trying to have a happy flight today.
And Pagan takes a strike.
Yeah, nice first pitch curveball there. And that's the thing about Leake. He really will mix up that first pitch. An uncanny ability to get strike one. He has had a sensational ratio today.
Pagan, thinking that this pace is a little too brisk, steps out. And he takes low.
You get strike one and you have two pitches to go to your location. Make a corner pitch, make a knee-high location on that outside, inside, wherever. And you get two that you can throw to your location.
And he shoots this one into left field, his first hit of the series.
Back to the 2012 NLDS in Game 4, and this was Mike Leake on the mound, and Angel Pagan did this. He looks a whole lot different with shorter hair, doesn't he?
Look good. Here's Pence. Pence popped out in the first. Pagan with 11 steals. He's been thrown out twice. Pagan leaning. He does not go, and Pence takes low and away. One and 0 to Pence. Big gap between Pena and Phillips. And it's high. It's 2-0. We've seen Hunter Pence chase that pitch. We've seen him chase it on this road trip.
And I think teams pitch him up there for that very reason. They know they can get a strike out of the strike zone with it. But you got to be careful if you're going up. You leak it out over the plate, that's where he can hurt you. It doesn't matter how high it is.
And a strike. It's 2-1. Pence a long look to Tim Flannery. Breaking ball. It's 2-2.
Mixes movement on the fastball, moves it around in the strike zone. It's corner command on both sides of the plate. And throw that curveball, slider, change up over just about any count. And he is a very aggressive finesse pitcher.
Lifted out to left field for Heisey. 2 outs for Buster Posey. See how well the ball carries here. Hunter Pence had nothing behind that swing at all, and the outfielder had to go back.
It's scary today. I mean, this is definitely, of the 3 days, this is the day that has had the most carry. There's not a lot of humidity in the air. There's not a lot of wind.
And just getting back is Pagan. Leak sets right at the letters, and a high fastball, and Pagan back easily this time.
He didn't just try the hidden ball trick.
Oh, yeah. Well, he tried the fake throw and then go back and touch it. See if Pagan takes off here with Buster at the plate and 2 outs. He does. The pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. Pagan had a good jump.
All right, time now for a McDonald's True Stories. On June 9th, 2010, that's when Buster Posey hit his first career home run in the big leagues. A 2-run shot off the Reds' Aaron Harang, and he did it in the 3rd inning.
Here it's 0-2. Hit on the ground. That's a fair ball. And Frazier throw is offline. And Buster Posey is safe at first. Pena off the bag.
Now, that was going to be a pretty good play. That ball was really hugging the foul line as it went to the backhand of Frazier.
Well, Brian Price is going to stall here to see. And I think he was on.
I don't know.
It's a close call.
It's got to be definitive in order to overrule it. And they're saying contested.
All right, they're going to take a look at it. This is the first one we've had in a while. Excited about this. We were in a review slump.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen a lot of reviews this whole road trip.
I don't even remember if we had one in St. Louis.
So there you see Larry Vanover, the wise gray-haired gentleman.
Now this replay review is presented by Xfinity.
They're replaying it here on the big screen.
What's great is while they're replaying it, look at the umpires looking at the screen.
Well, it could go either way.
So you feel strongly both ways? Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. It depends. I mean, I think from that high at first that you saw, that camera location, it looked like he had his foot on the base, but the other one looking in from left field, it did not look like that was as definitive. So in order to overrule it, it's got to be clear and concise. Now this is the high home we're talking about. That it looks like he did stay in contact with the bag. I mean, if it stays, the ruling is allowed, then it's going to be an error on Frazier. So you know what he has at stake.
Now, this is last week when we're talking about the replay system. And almost half were overturned.
And the average time, 2 minutes. And we've also come to believe that the longer it takes for them to make a decision, the less likely they are to overrule it.
Headsets are coming off. Got him. So that'll end the inning. We will head to the bottom of the third. Mike Leake is going to lead things off. It's 2-1 Giants.
Is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Giants 2, Reds 1, bottom of the third. Leake to lead things off, and he wraps one to Sandoval, and Sandoval knocks it down and throws him out.
He can hit. Well, Friday, June 6th, is the first in a series of 4 Orange Friday happy hours at AT&T Park, presented by Lagunitas Brewing Company. Petty Theft, the award-winning tribute band to Tom Petty, will be performing live in Seals Plaza to kick off the series. Your special event package will include access to the pregame happy hour party, a complimentary beverage, and a game ticket, as your Giants will then go on to take the New York Mets. For tickets, go to sfgiants.com/special events.
Here's Hamilton. Hamilton takes a strike. He drove a ball which looked like it was going to go into the alley in right center field, but Hunter Pence made a terrific catch. And it turned out to be even a better catch when Frazier's ball went out of the park. One and two.
That is a good hard cutter. That comes in there at 90, and it just keeps eating its way towards your hands. And that has always been a great pitch for Bumgarner.
Mr. Posey digs it out. It's 2-2. And this is rolled into the Giants dugout. Do you see a lot of guys on the rail? Not today. Too much sunshine.
Too much sunshine.
There they are.
Tucked back in the shade.
Got him.
curveball, and the only one he threw him in the at bat. He really saved it for a nice little two strike surprise. And watch him buckle. And Gabe Morales says, "Thanks for stopping by."
Here's Frazier, who hit an opposite field home run on the first. This time they're going to come into Frazier, and he shoots it up the middle for a base hit. And that'll bring up Brandon Phillips.
It doesn't look like Todd Frazier is impressed with what he's seeing from Madison Bumgarner.
He's going, who? Madison who? Kind of like what Zingrani said about Juan Perez today in the paper. I never heard of the guy.
Yeah, and don't think a young player is not going to find that out.
He knows him now. Swing and a miss. When I got traded to the Giants from the Indians, it's exactly what Ed Woodson said when they asked him, "How do you feel about getting traded for Dwayne Kuipers?" I never heard of him.
How'd that make you feel?
But I've played 8 years in the big leagues. He hasn't heard of me.
Well, I don't think Joe Morgan was too overly impressed that he was traded for me in 1982.
I think Joe felt like there was like $5 million involved in that deal.
Under the table.
2 car dealerships. Maybe a couple of Wendy's.
And a small country in the Caribbean.
Phillips fouls it back. It's 1-2. It is kind of funny, though. In a lot of ways, you're judged by who you get traded for.
We have not seen Joe here at the ballpark.
Joe's got a knee problem that's bugging him.
Hope that he can get that resolved. Starts feeling better. Joe Morgan, one of the smartest people I've ever met in this game.
Foul back. So Phillips and Bumgarner in a pretty good battle. See where Posey sets up. And it's a high fastball. It's 2-2. I'm not sure that was meant to be a strike. I think that pitch right there is about to set up this one that's going to be a cutter in. It's my guess. All I'm saying.
I think it's a good guess. Brandon Phillips likes the ball middle away. Setting outside. And you know what? You'll see catchers do that. They know where the pitch is going to go. All of a sudden you get a sign from the bench saying throw over to first base. They'll set up the opposite way. Because when a pitcher throws over to first base, oftentimes a hitter will peek at the catcher as to where he set his target. So just a little gamesmanship.
2-2. Stayed away. 3-2.
You look at the statistics for Bumgarner this year, he is striking out more hitters. 2010 averaged 7 per 9 innings. They just slowly, steadily climbed. This year he's averaging 10.5 strikeouts per 9 innings. And that ranks him 4th highest in Major League Baseball. But he's also picked up other pitches along the way, too. Curveball, a good changeup.
Runner goes, and this is hit on the ground to Hicks, and Hicks will throw out Phillips, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left through 3. It's the Giants 2 and the Reds 1. Broadcast business class hosted by Elmer Kozimor, and it'll happen today at 5. And a bunch of great guests. Coburn and Kogan of the Chronicle, Guy Haberman, all kinds of good folks. Here's Sandoval to lead things off. Sandoval singled and scored in the second, and he shoots this one foul. Average is slowly climbing for Sandoval, now at 247. And he takes this pitch in tight. And he muscles this one foul.
That didn't make a noise.
I think he hit that right above his hands, and he didn't break the bat.
Good wood, strong hands. That's what I'm going with. Mesoraco wanted the high fastball above the strike zone, and Leake shook it off, and now they're going through the signs. Leake definitely knows what he wants to throw here.
Outside, 2-2.
The two-seam fastball that runs away from the left-handed hitting Sandoval.
Sandoval ropes this one into right field.
He's had 2 hits from Leake today, and both have come off breaking balls.
Here's Morris, who unloaded into the upper deck in the second.
Let's take a look at that home run. He set up in the inside corner, a two-seam fastball, and I mean right to the glove. Mesoraco wasn't going to have to move the glove, so that was the pitch they wanted to throw, the movement they wanted to give him. And there's the end result, a celebration in the Giants dugout.
Outside from Leake, 1 ball and no strikes. And a quick toss, Sandoval back.
Cannot wander too far with Leake on the mound. He's got a nice throw over to first base, good pickoff move, and he's very quick home. Not an easy guy to steal off of.
Could be playable for Jay Bruce. Can he get there? It's going to be in the seats. I think the wind may have pushed that out, although if you look at the flags, there is no wind.
The Phantom Breeze.
Phantom Breeze. A ball and a strike. Sandoval with a short lead and a breaking ball, and he gets the call. One and two. Got him.
Well, time to log on to csnbayarea.com and decide the player of the game. Your vote counts. Winners will be revealed during Giants postgame live. And you can follow the action on the diamond like never before with enhanced Bloomberg stats and more. Giants in-game live on csnbayarea.com right now. So log on and vote.
So here's Colvin, who a little dribbler out in front of home plate. And he takes low. We mentioned Colvin with some severe ownage on Leake with 4 lifetime home runs, and it's low again, and it's 2-0. And Leake pitching Colvin like he knows it.
Well, Colvin's got more home runs against Leake than any other hitter, and that's definitely something that a pitcher will remember.
Out of play down the left field line.
So Leake knows the hot spots for Colvin. And for a control specialist like Lee, it's just a matter of staying away from those spots. But Colvin definitely sees him well. And that's the bottom line. It always gets back to that point. How well a hitter sees the ball coming out of a pitcher's hand.
And a strike.
Beautiful backdoor breaking ball.
Crawford watching on deck. Two and two to Tyler Colvin. Hit on the ground into right field, a base hit. Sandoval will stop at second. So Colvin takes advantage of that hole, and here's Crawford.
Not an opportunity realistically for Sandoval to take third. It's one thing Tim Flannery, third base coach, will not do. He will not challenge any of these arms out in the outfield unless he absolutely knows that the risk is worth it. Because all 3 guys, Heisey, Hamilton, and Bruce, have outstanding arms.
Crawford struck out in the second. So an RBI opportunity for the Giants shortstop. And driven into right center field and hit very well. This is out of here. And that's a 3-run home run for Brandon Crawford. And he's got 7 now on the season. First pitch swinging.
A first pitch breaking ball. And with Leake, you know he's going to challenge. His ratio today has been fantastic of first pitch strikes, and I think that's exactly what Crawford was looking for, a first pitch challenge, but it was not the fastball. Leake 11 for 16 with first pitch strikes.
Hicks struck out in the second inning. Hicks shoots one into left field, a base hit.
Last year, in 499 at bats, Brandon Crawford had 43 at bats, and he had 9 home runs. This year, he's got 7 home runs, and he's got 29 RBIs, and he's done all that in 190 at bats. Wow. So Jeff Pico, the pitching coach for the Reds, going to come out and give Leake a little advice, and basically he's going to say, get the ball down. You're getting it up and they're hurting you.
Yeah, and also be careful with this guy. Bumgarner bounced out sharply to short in the third inning. And he wraps it foul, and it's no balls and one strike. Angel Pagan is on deck. Giants with 5 runs on 7 hits off of Mike Leake.
It's great. You go and you talk to the Giants hitters and just in general conversation, you say, hey, you like hitting here in Cincinnati? And they don't even answer. They just look at you and roll their eyes.
Bumgarner takes a strike. It's 0-2.
As if to say, that is the dumbest question of all times.
Well, you get the same response when you ask the pitcher if he likes to pitch here.
This is a very offensive yard. It is built for hitting.
Bumgarner bunts it foul. That's going to tick him off. 2 reasons. 1, he bunted it foul. 2, that he had to bunt it all.
Well, I think that he had to bunt it all is going to tick him off the most. But I think that Bochy was fearful that he was going to hit into a double play.
I agree.
And he wanted to get Angel Pagan up there. Pagan had a real nice at bat against Leake in the 3rd inning. Opposite field single.
This will be the 22nd pitch of the inning for Leake. He's got 62 total. And it's wide, 1-0.
And Leake hasn't had a lot of long innings this year. He just hasn't. He's very efficient with what he throws because of that sinker, because of his strike to ball ratio. He gets innings over quickly. You keep him out there in a day game, have him get into a long pitch inning, and that's when he's most vulnerable.
Thought he might have had a strike. Is J.J. Hoover is in the bullpen. Hicks with his lead, and Pagan takes just outside 3-0.
There you see the pitch total in the inning. Still throwing strikes, but a high pitch total for a guy that doesn't get a lot of them. A lot of long innings.
Three and 1 to Pagan. And the walk, and Pence is going to hit. So not a bad time to hit. If you're Hunter Pence, you got a guy out there that is leaking oil.
You got a guy who's had a good series here in Cincinnati.
Do not be shocked if Pence doesn't get after that first pitch. That's the first walk that Leake has issued. Outside, 1-0.
Trying to backdoor that outside corner with a 2-seam sinker. And you stay one side of the plate with location against Pence, and he'll go that way. Some of his longest home runs this year have been to right field.
Breaking ball and a good one. It had Pence buckle just a little bit. 1 ball and 1 strike. Home runs today. Morris, a 2-run home run. Crawford, a 3-run home run. And Todd Frazier had a solo home run for the Reds in the first. The pitch to Pence. And Pence fouled it back. He waited nicely on that breaking ball. Hicks at second, Pagan at first. I don't know about that one. That's going to end the inning. It was Brandon Crawford who hits one into right center field into the seats. It's bye-bye baby. It's 5-1 Giants.
Be a fan photo, your full name and hometown for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming game broadcast brought to you by AT&T. This photo, well, it's from Ahmed and Kathleen Fareed from Pleasant Hill. That's right. They gave birth to Cooper Thomas Fareed. And that would happen last night at 7:53. 8 pounds, 7 ounces, 20 inches of a scrapping young man. So congratulations to Ahmed and Kathleen.
Life will never be the same.
Never. In a good way.
Here's Mesoraco. David Feldman, his on-air partner on Sportsnet Central. Mesoraco on the ground into the hole. Crawford, he off balance throw, got him. And a nice play. Hit a home run, you get to make a nice play.
Well, I guess so. I was wondering how he was going to do this. Mesoraco has average speed at best. He's a catcher. So I thought maybe Crawford would take the time to set his feet. But nah, that would be too easy. On the run, cross body, and a perfect throw. And the long reach of Michael Morrison. They get Mesoraco. That's a fun play.
Here's Jay Bruce. Jay Bruce with a swing and a miss. Struck out in the first. And a breaking ball is wide to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bruce with a swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Heisey. Chris Heisey on deck. Two and 2.
He asks guys if they put a shift on, if they like hitting with a shift on. They'll all say, yeah, no, I don't really pay much attention to it. Right.
Popped up. Sandoval, because of the shift, a long run, and he's going to get there and make the catch.
He's going to run 50 yards for that thing.
Well, we got another baby that was born. It's Gunnar Dean Peterson. Parents, Dan and Molly Peterson. 7 pounds, 14 ounces, 22 inches. Dan travels with us. He does our graphics on the road. At home, he's associate director. So congratulations to Dan and Molly. Life will never be the same.
In a good way.
Pop up straight back and on him.
They say that on average, babies require 8,000 diapers to where they get potty trained and no longer need it. So I have 5 kids. That means in my lifetime, I bet I've changed 20, 25 diapers.
Yeah, well, that's about right. Garbage man changed more diapers in your house than you did. Actually, you got to be pretty good at it. So did I.
I'm the gardener, though, but the mud diapers, that was $50 to the gardener.
As he bounced out to second here, he rolls this one into the Giants dugout. An ugly finder. He almost hit Carl.
Well, that is no surprise.
It is an ugly finder, I'm telling you.
Carl Cochin, the strength and conditioning coach of the Giants.
In tight. 1 and 2. That's Carl. See, he knows it too.
Yeah, Eric Ortega, one of the assistant trainers for the Giants. Could have been Eric now.
Could have been Eric. Hunter Pence is thinking, well, how is mine a strike and that's not?
That's exactly what he's thinking. Giants have 68 homers on the year after Brandon Crawford's home run. On June 5th last year, they had 43. I kind of like this home run thing they got going this year.
Well, you're right. Giants have 68. Opponents against the Giants have 50. Three-two pitch. Get on the ground towards the hole. Crawford another backhand chance. Got him, and that'll end the inning. Nice play, nice throw. We will head to the 5th inning here in Cincinnati. Giants 5, Reds 1.
on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company, the Solar Company. Switch to solar and save.
Yeah, Buster Posey, when he hit it, he was like, all right, Buster's got a leadoff single. Not so. Cozart with a nice play.
That ball was hooking away from Zach Cozart as well. Beautiful high backhander. And he didn't have a whole lot of time to get there either. That ball was hit well.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval has done some damage today. 2 singles. He scored twice. Every once in a while you'll get into a game where it'll look like a certain hitter, the guy on the mound just doesn't have anything to get that guy out, and that's what it looks like with Sandoval and Lee.
Well, when Sandoval is select with what he swings at, he's scary. And he sees the ball well against Leake. Really hasn't gone out of the strike zone today in any of the swings against him.
Yeah, and the pitches he's had to hit, he hasn't fouled them off.
No. Both of his hits today have come on pretty good breaking balls down and in.
And another hit. Onage is Onage going into today's game. 8 for 14, 2 doubles and 2 home runs.
Well, he came into this game hitting 243. He's hitting 253 now.
Now 11 for 17 against Lee. And here's Morris. Morris a 2-run home run in the first, and then he struck out on a breaking ball in the fourth. Outside, 1-0. Tyler Colvin on deck. Tap slowly. Leak. And a double play. So nice turn. 1-4-3. And we will head to the bottom of the 5th inning where Brian Peña is going to lead things off by 1 Giants. An orange and black necktie plus tickets to 2 Giants games. Now the pack includes tickets to the Father's Day necktie giveaway on June 15th, and then the 25th anniversary tribute to Dave Draveki's comeback on July 12th. 2 great games plus the necktie. Visit sfgiants.com/minipacks. I know you're going to the game, so you'll have tickets, but I'm going to get you the necktie.
All right, I'm in. I'll wear it. It's good looking.
Here's Pena. Takes a pitch for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Bounced out to Crawford in the second. He takes a strike.
You know what's great about Bumgarner? He really does not get upset with umpires. Rare that happens. And you ask him on a particular game, which there has been a tight strike zone for him, about the strike zone.
Sandoval gets a high hop on the 3rd hop, and he'll throw him out.
And Bumgarner will never, ever criticize an umpire, even in a conversation on the plane. He just won't do it. He never, ever says it's the umpire's fault that something bad happened to him. He just doesn't go there. And I think you have to have that as a pitcher. Y'all get mad when you're out there and you don't get a pitch you think you deserve. But he has an uncanny ability to let it go and concentrate on what he's doing, the pitch he's throwing.
Here's Cozart. Very understanding guy. Doesn't bother when guys are watching home runs. That doesn't affect him.
Now, wait a second. Let me have to rephrase it.
There's a strike to Cozart.
When certain guys
doesn't bother getting hit if he thinks it's on purpose. It doesn't affect him at all. Outside and low to Cozart.
He is competitive. You can pretty much say that across the board with everybody up here. If they weren't competitive, they wouldn't be here.
Not a high strikeout game for Bumgarner.
See the numbers for Bumgarner. April, May, didn't really have the great mechanics. 3.74 ERA, but that was March and April. May 2.08. And the strikeout total went up. The walk total went down. And the opponent's batting average went down. And it's just all about mechanics. He picked up more velocity. He picked up more movement. He got better snap on the breaking ball. And more importantly, he got location with all of those pitches.
Cozart got a pitch up and fouled it back. Ramon Santiago is on deck. This little pop-up is out of play, so the afternoon for Leake is over. It'll be a bullpen game the rest of the way for the Reds. Cozart just got a piece. Got him. And now Hunter Pence feeling a little better. And that'll bring up Santiago.
All right, 3-2 high fastball up and away. Grab some pine meat. Strikeout number 3. First called strike 3 for Bumgarner.
Here's Billy Hamilton. He lined out to right. Great catch by Pence. And then he struck out in the third. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Santiago, the pinch hitter.
Good cutter on his hands.
Hamilton is on deck. One ball and one strike. Strike to Santiago to make it 2-2. "70 pitches for Madison Bumgarner. And now a full count. 3-2. Bumgarner hasn't walked anybody, so you would expect that this would be a strike.
You bet, with a 4-run lead.
Hook foul. Bumgarner has gone now to 6 hitters with the 3-ball count, but no walks. Got a piece off the shin guard of Buster Posey.
I mean, he's just skimming the red seam. That's not a lot of piece. It's got to be making about the least amount of noise you could possibly make making contact with the ball, and that's twice in this at bat. Barely.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. 6th inning coming up. It's 5-1 Giants.
Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers, offering business and personal insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. Visit us at hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Giants with a 5-1 lead as we head to the 6th. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
New pitcher now for the Reds will be Sean Marshall. 13th time that he's come in. Off to a slow start. 28 base runners in 10 2/3. And he is coming back from a sore shoulder he had early in the year. When he's on, you're going to see a high 80s fastball with a big curveball and a slider. And I mean a big curveball. It's a good one. At one time he closed for this team, so he's really trying to fight through some physical problems with his arm. But he's not right.
So here's Colvin. Colvin is 1 for 2.
Marshall did not throw one pitch during spring training for the Reds down in Arizona. He's a big guy, 6'7", 225 pounder, in his 8th year at the big league level, 31 years old. %100% Pence. I think that's got a chance to stick.
I do.
It's a good one.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Curveball has always been Sean Marshall's best weapon. It's a huge breaking curveball.
He got him with that curveball. Here's Crawford. Crawford, a big 3-run home run in the 4th inning. His 7th of the year. He's got 29 runs batted in. This is a guy that if you know he's got the curveball that you're talking about, then get a fastball early and put it in play.
Yeah, I agree, and especially, I mean, and that's true for both sides of the plate because of the size of the thing.
And then if you get 2 strikes on you, look for the breaking ball.
Even with 2 strikes?
Yep, absolutely. And if he throws you a fastball and you take it for a strike, then the manager can call you Mr. Freeze.
Which he will do. The big swing of the bat came off of Brandon Crawford's at bat today. 4th inning, first pitch breaking ball, 2 on, and made a 2-1 ball game, a 5-1 ball game. And for Brandon Crawford, 7th home run of the year, RBIs 27, 28, 29.
In tight. And that's ball 4. And here's Hicks. Hicks 1 for 2, singled in the 4th. Madison Bumgarner coming out. He's in the on-deck circle. Strike, and it's 0-1.
When Marshall was closing for the Reds, it really was the first time in a long time that I saw a guy with a big curveball be a closer. Darren Holmes used to pitch for the Marlins and the Rockies. He had a great big old curveball, but you don't see many big curveballs be the #1 pitch for closers, at least not in this generation. One ball and one strike. The reason being, his curveballs are not that easy to command. Big ones.
Sees the breaking ball, and it's 1-2.
And that was that big curveball. We saw how effective it was against even the right-handers.
One out, one on. Hicks behind in the count with Bumgarner on deck. Breaking ball, and he got him. So here's Bumgarner. Oh for 2. Bounced out sharply to short and then trying to bunt. He struck out. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Just flop it over the plate. It's just so hard to wait for it. And if you try and pull it, I think you're at a disadvantage. It's a big one. For right-handers, you're better served trying to serve it to right field.
And Bumgarner strikes out to end the inning. So Marshall strikes out the side. Top of the order coming up. It'll be Billy Hamilton. Giants on top 5-1.
Last night, third inning, the rookie sensation Billy Hamilton tries to steal third base, but an absolute perfect throw from Buster Posey absolutely nails Hamilton. And the significance of that is that the next guy up, Todd Frazier, hit a home run. And the Giants would go on to win that game by 1 run. So Buster Posey, nice throw, and that is our forward right choice.
Bumgarner with 4 strikeouts, no walks. Roberts had a nice game defensively at short. Pence made a great play in the first inning.
When Hamilton made that out in the third inning in last night's ballgame, do you think anybody came over to him and said, you're not supposed to make the first or the third out at third? I don't think so either.
Nope.
Not when you have a guy that can steal bags like Hamilton can.
Hamilton struck out in the third. He takes wide, 1-0. strike. Frazier, and then Phillips here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Foul back.
Cutter just absolutely burns the hands of right-handed hitters, and it's really been a great pitch for him today. And this hot streak that he's been on the entire month of May, it's been a great pitch for him.
Sandoval's going to have to hurry, and they got him. What a play by the Panda.
Taylor, the left side of the infield day is putting on a show. Crawford's with some great plays. I don't know if they're better than this one here. Nasty hop spins the opposite way from the momentum of the play. Catch the ball, spins, and then comes up and guns. And in the end, it wasn't even close. And you talk about some quick feet. That is defensive brilliance right there. Every part about that play was difficult, and he made it cleanly. Nice job.
Here's Frazier, who's 2 for 2. And he takes a strike. Doesn't make that play last year.
Nope. He does not. He was 30 pounds heavier last year, and he does not make that play.
Strike to Frazier, looking for something else. 1 and 2. Phillips is on deck. Up the middle. Crawford sets, throws, got him. 2 down.
Red's got to be thinking, what do we have to do to get a ball through the left side of the infield? Another nice play from Brandon Crawford, just showing how much range he has to his left. This was going to be a very difficult play to get your feet in order to get enough strength to throw out Frazier. I mean, he's not a burner down the line like Hamilton is, but still he puts enough heat on the play to where Crawford had to set his feet quickly, and he does easily. Nice.
Here's Phillips. Phillips is 1 for 2. Hicks backpedaling, and that'll end the inning. So some nice defense and a pop-up, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Bumgarner. Pagan's going to lead things off. local Toyota dealer. It's been the story of the big fly. Bumgarner has been excellent. He's given up a home run to Frazier. Leake gave up 2 home runs, which equaled 5 earned runs. Crawford's got the big fly. Morris has got the big fly, and Frazier is a couple of hits. And also some fine defense by the Giants.
Yeah, this has definitely been their best defensive game on the trip.
Yeah, the left side of the infield has had some work.
Well, in 6 innings, Bumgarner's gotten 18 outs. 9 of those outs have been on ground balls to short and third.
Wow.
So they have supported him well.
So Pagan's going to lead things off. He's 1 for 2. Facing Sean Marshall. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Up high, 2-0. Pence to follow. 3-0.
Marshall knows the importance of this pitch.
And he comes in.
Non-taken all the way, as he should. And he might take another one.
Time call. Marshall shaking off a couple of pitches, and now the pitch to Pagan and a check swing roller foul. We do. This ballpark is right on the shores of the Ohio River, and we get a sliver of a view of watching some boats go by. The right field bleachers is high, which really blocks a lot of the traffic in the Ohio River.
They need to cut it off.
That would be great. Pagan takes ball 4. I mean, we're so used to the view that we have where you get to enjoy the cove.
You can see the water in the bay. Well, they could always lift this up and raise the booth as high as they have in Washington. We can see the water.
But it is a beautiful park.
Did you just dismiss that suggestion?
I did. This is a beautiful park.
It really is. Good baseball town.
Here's Pence. Pence hitless in 3 at-bats. The ballpark in Pittsburgh, they did the same thing with the bleachers in right, which cuts off a lot of the view of the river. And a toss to first. Pagan is back. The Allegheny. So Marshall's now ready with Pagan at first. And it's low and in to Hunter Pence. 1 ball and no strikes. Hey, we get to sit in our booth tomorrow. I'm psyched about that.
Yeah, I really am excited about coming back to San Francisco. 10-game homestand. And a lot of June is going to be played at AT&T. Giants have a nice home schedule in the month of June.
Pence pops this one out of play. Mets tomorrow night. Jonathan Neese against Matt Cain. Check out, just go to sfgiants.com and check to see if you can pick up some tickets you're interested in seeing the Giants and the Mets. And a toss to first. Pagan is back.
We're being told that our tickets available for each of the 3 games against the Mets, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Following the Mets, it'll be the Nationals and then the Rockies. Marshall slowing things down, and now Penn steps out. The pitch. Foul down the left field line. Pence got way out in front. There's some folks down there not paying attention. Ball sailed right by him.
Well, they were watching the river.
Yeah, they got a view of the river. So 1-2 to Pence. Breaking ball, and Pence just shoots it the other way. It hung out there, and it was probably a foot outside, but Pence has got a base hit.
Well, I think that's the approach you have to have against that big curveball from Sean Marshall. It's so big that you give up on it early, and then it just keeps working back to the strike zone. Here, gets that foot down and just does the extendo reach with the bat. But that's a swing gear for the opposite side of the field. Good example of keeping your hands back once that foot gets down.
Posey has struck out, he's bounced out, and then he lined out. Looked like he had a hit. And Cozart really stretching, made a fine catch to take a hit away from Buster Posey. And this is low, and it's 1-0.
Posey looking for that one swing of the bat that really gives the Giants some separation. Stretch that 4-run lead.
Swing and a miss.
And he was trying for it. That was the yuckadoo hack right there, folks. He was swinging for the second deck of the bleachers in left field.
Foul. That's 1-2. That ran in on the hands of Buster Posey. Pagan at second, Pence at first. Very high.
Trying to elevate the fastball. You know, when you swing at a pitch and you miss, it jars your body. I mean, you're not geared for miss. You're expecting a little contact. And when you've had some back issues the last couple of weeks, as Posey has had, I don't imagine that 1-0 swing felt real good to him.
Here he rolls this in front of the Giants dugout. Mesoraco's going to go out.
thing about a back injury, they can hang around for a while.
So it remains 2-2 as Mesoraco and his conversation with Marshall is now over with, and he is back behind home plate. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground into left field, a base hit. Pagan being waved in. Here's the throw home. It's going to be late. And Buster Posey knocks in Pagan, and it's 6-1.
Nice 2-strike at bat there for Buster Posey. And he beats that breaking ball from Sean Marshall. So managers will tell you they like to have a 5-run lead simply because one swing of the bat can't take the lead away. And Bruce Bochy has that lead. They'd like to get a few more tacked on. This is a ballpark you cannot trust. It is very explosive. It's very offensive. It is the land of the crooked numbers. And the Giants have a true opportunity here. And the right people coming up.
Here's Sandoval, 3 for 3. All his at bats against Mike Leake. A walk and 2 singles, and the Giants have scored a run here in the 7th. Sandoval on the first pitch pops this one up. Infield fly rule call as Cozart puts it away. And that'll bring up Morris, and Morris will not face Sean Marshall. So Brian Price coming out when it's time for a change. Things Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. We'll be back. Now Morris will face a new pitcher.
J.J. Hoover would be that new pitcher. Hoover, 26-year-old, 6'3", 230-pound right-hander, his second year at the big league level. He's a short armor, so his ball gets on you pretty quick. It's low to mid-90s, more lows than mids. He's got a curveball, slider, changeup, basic 4 pitches you see. But lots of movement on the fastball, and he can definitely get a ground ball, which is what he's pitching for right now. And he's been hot. Retired 9 of the last 10 hitters he's faced. And the last appearance is an 0.69 ERA, so he's very confident right now. So that'll be a good matchup. Confidence going against confidence.
Morris is 1 for 3, and he hits this one high into right field for Jay Bruce, and Jay Bruce will put it away. So 1 pitch, and Morris is retired, and here's Tyler Colvin.
Yeah, 2 1-pitch outs. 1 pitch out to Sandoval, 1 pitch out to Morris.
Here's Colvin. Coleman picked up a single in the 4th. He was on base when Crawford hit the home run. Pence at second, Posey at first. Colvin not wasting any time. And he fouls that one off the glove of Mesoraco, and it's 0-1. (0-1). Luger looks to second, and it's very high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reds open up a series tomorrow night against the Phillies. And then on Monday, the Giants become huge Reds fans. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
JJ, who was just country hardballing with that fastball?
You know why, right?
Why?
The Dodgers are in town. 4 games. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Giants score a run. Bottom of the 7th coming up. 6-1 San Francisco.
AT&T Partners that allows you to check in to unlock special offers, find your favorite ballpark food. You can view game highlights and even upgrade your seat. Learn more at sfgiants.com/ballpark app or text ballpark to 31826 to download at the ballpark right now. Yep, go Giants. Yes, yes, yes. 6-1 San Francisco. We're in the bottom of the seventh inning as Madison Bumgarner gets set to work. He'll face the heart of this Reds lineup, 4, 5, and 6. Mesoraco, Bruce, and Heisey. Righty, lefty, righty.
And a strike at the knees to Mesoraco. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Mesoraco 0 for 2. And he takes another strike.
Six pitches on the day for Madison Bumgarner.
Got him.
And that's a curveball, and you couldn't run up there and place it in a better spot. You have an 0-2 advantage. You throw that thing down below the zone. And Mesoraco in the defense mode cannot make contact. So that's strikeout number 5 on the day from Bumgarner. And keep in mind, the last 2 outings he's struck out 10 in each of those games. He hasn't been in the strikeout mode today so much as the ground ball mode. But that pitch there was beautiful.
Ten ground balls today. Here's Jay Bruce, and Bruce lifts one into left center field. Pagan had a good read on it. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Chris Heisey. Heisey has bounced out twice. Once to Hicks and once to Crawford. Pitch wide. Bottom of the 7th.
Now, the lament that we heard from Reds people when we got here is that this team had not been hitting. Well, Joey Votto out of the lineup with an injury on the disabled list. This is a different team when he's in the middle of that lineup, no question.
Well, the Giants will see the Reds on June 26th. That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Joey Votto will be in the lineup then. So don't get used to this. Pop up, it's going to be out of play behind home plate. All right. This lady's celebrating, and she did not even end up with the ball. Woohoo!
It's free excitement.
Cheer for your section.
It's part of being a fan. Come on.
Colvin's going to give chase, but this is going to be a souvenir. More celebration. Cheer for your section.
You make a good play there. They're going to be the ones that are clapping for you and giving you high fives. People you didn't even know.
Buster Posey's got a shot at this one, and that's going to end the inning. 8th inning coming up. Brandon Crawford to lead things off. 6-1 Giants.
homestand, and you can check out the action if you're not at the ballpark on TV. It'll be on NBC Bay Area tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And that is the Giants Television Network. Saturday night at 7 on Comcast Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Giants pregame live will start at 6:30. So as the Giants return to take on the Mets, you get complete Giants coverage every night on Sportsnet Central and CSNBayArea.com with Giants insider Andrew Baggerly. The home of your San Francisco Giants is Comcast Sportsnet.
So here's Crawford, and Crawford on the first pitch fouls it back. Crawford 1 for 2 of the walk. Strike at the knees.
So the Dodgers come in for the last 4 of this homestand for the Reds. Dodgers the next 3 nights this weekend are in Colorado.
Yep. And that pitch is high.
Somebody say, what time of year do you start looking at the other teams in the division? April.
For me, about April 1st, yeah. Crawford out of play. It stays at 1 and 2.
Dodgers are playing the Rockies. San Diego is going to entertain the Nationals.
The 1-2 to Crawford. Crawford high into left field. Moving over is Heisey, and he puts it away. 1 out.
And if you're wondering what Arizona is going to be doing, they're going to be hosting the Braves for the weekend series.
Yeah, not a full schedule today. Dodgers are off today. Here's Hicks. Hicks is 1 for 3, and he fouls it out of play. Bumgarner on deck. Outside and low. Outside.
Yeah, if you're hitting off a Hoover right now, you sort of discount the breaking ball and look for something else because he's not getting it over. And I'm sure Hicks is sitting on fastball anyway.
And it's 2-2.
But the way Hoover's been throwing, and as hot as he's been, even when you're looking for the fastball, it isn't that easy to hit.
Outside. 3-2.
It's amazing what one guy can do to a bullpen. We talked about coming into the series, the ERA for the bullpen of the Reds was very high. It was in the mid-4s, ranked last or second to last in the National League. But that doesn't really tell you the whole story. Since they've got Aroldis Chapman, their closer, back off the disabled list, their ERA collectively is 1.79. So one guy can really calm things down, and it has certainly been the case with this Reds bullpen.
And Hicks will take the walk.
Just the second guy in the last 14 hitters that Hoover's faced that get on base. Both have been on base by way of the walk. So he has been very tough to square up during this hot streak.
We were talking about injuries, how it is affecting just about everybody as Bumgarner skies this one high down the left field line, and it's going to be out of play. So Carlos Gonzalez goes on the DL. How about last night? Jordan Lyles breaks his hand, and he's at a doctor today to see the severity of it. But it's going to be a significant loss.
Wow. It just seems like every week 2 or 3 or 4 starters drop off the active roster, go on the DL. This has been the year of the injury.
One and one to Bumgarner, hitting now for the 4th time. I think he's just sitting on a fastball.
Yep.
It's 1 and 2.
I think Hoover was thinking the same thing.
Bum, if you couldn't hit, they wouldn't throw you that pitch, all right?
That's exactly right. If you're a pitcher and you got a bad name in the 200s, you're going to see breaking balls.
And he stays alive.
That was an ugly swing.
He didn't care.
At this point, I don't think he does. He loves to hit. But when you're sitting on a 5-run lead and it's the 8th inning, you're not caring that much. Go up there looking for one pitch, fastball. Give it your best ball. Throws your breaking ball. Take your seat. That's a hat trick today for Bumgarner. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts.
So the cheer was for the number of strikeouts, and now everybody gets a free pizza. So what is it, 10?
It's pretty cool. What if you get 22 strikeouts?
You get different toppings. And the pitch is wide, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, I think that's cool. We need to talk to our marketing department.
Bumgarner has really helped these fans here in Cincinnati get a free pizza. Strike to Pagan. Pagan has been on base 3 times. He scored once, a single and 2 walks. And he strokes this one into left field like there's nothing to it. And Pence is going to hit. This would be a good matchup right here. Pence 1 for 4. Remember, he poked a single into right field in the 7th. And he takes low and away. Foul back.
It's been the happy zone. Can't be making too many mistakes right across the letters of Pence these days.
And he pops this one out of play again. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 to Hunter Pence, and he got him to end the inning. Giants strand a pair, bottom of the 8th coming up. Bumgarner coming back out, 6-1 Giants. Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. You get coverage in highlights of this game. You get reaction to this game, and you get the Giants' first-round draft pick, and you get reaction to that. That's all coming up.
Big day in amateur baseball.
Yeah, what? Just one round today?
First round today. Tonight.
6-1. Giants. Bumgarner to Pena, and it's way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Maybe there's 2 rounds. Maybe we don't know. How about that?
Well, the doorman today coming out of the Cincinnati hotel said, first round tonight. I said, okay, I'm taking it as expert. But now we're being told in the truck, first 2 rounds tonight.
Well, so that's not official either if it comes from the truck. So
it's pretty official.
There's a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Sometimes you just can't bluff. You got to admit you don't know.
Nothing wrong with saying that. But I can't believe I tipped that guy $5 for that info.
3 balls and 1 strike.
He sounded so positive.
Bumgarner has not walked a red, and it's 3-2. Gene Machi is in the Giants bullpen. By the way, the Reds have been retired in order in the 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. How about that?
Well, that's the kind of role he's been on.
On the ground, Sandoval to his left. Sandoval has it. 1 out.
One big reason he's been retiring guys left and right is the defense behind him. They have been fantastic today. I mean, you think about the first 2 games of the series. The Giants made 7 errors, 4 in the first game, 3 last night. Today they have been clean.
Here's Cozart with Ludwig now on deck. One ball and no strikes. Crawford. More.
Talk about the nice defense that we've seen. It started the first play of the game. Billy Hamilton hits a bullet to the gap in right center. And Pence, who had been playing very shallow, backhands it, makes a great play. Crawford's been absolutely stellar. Pablo Sandoval with brilliance with the glove. And then we go back to Brandon Crawford, who really showed tremendous range on this one. This has been all day long. But Bumgarner helps himself. I mean, he works a quick pace. He throws strikes. The infielders are on their toes. The outfielders are on their toes. And that's when you see great plays.
Here's Ludwig. Ludwig hitting .248. Fouls it back and out of play. Started last night and went 0 for 3. And a curveball, and it's 0-2.
And this stuff right now, after 104 pitches, is as good as it has been all game. Fastball, great life, second stage hop, breaking ball, good snap to it, command. Fantastic.
In tight to Ludwig.
The run that the Reds scored back in the first inning was a 1-out opposite field home run from Todd Frazier, an impressive swing of the bat. And that's been it.
Hunter Pence. Side retired. Bumgarner, another 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the 9th. Buster Posey's going to lead things off.
The player of the game, no brainer today. It is Madison Bumgarner. Once again, it is a pitcher. Stellar performance from Bumgarner as he has really handcuffed the Reds. He's got 5 strikeouts on the day, but it has been the command that he has shown with all of his pitches. He used both sides of the plate, and the Reds just haven't really done a whole lot against him. He has retired his last 13 Reds, last 16 Reds, I beg your pardon. And there's his line. 1 run allowed, 3 hits. With those 5 strikeouts, he's walked nobody. He is our Honda player of the game.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
So Aroldis Chapman, who needs some work coming in to pitch the 9th inning. 10th time that he's come in since he's come off the disabled list from that horrific injury he sustained where the line drive came back and fractured his skull. 0-1 on the year with a 1.80 ERA, and he is blowing right now, folks. 18 strikeouts against 3 walks, and you're going to see a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, hard slider. He's even got a changeup now, which is kind of unfair, but for the most part, you're going to see fastballs, and it's as good as there is in the league.
So here's Buster Posey, and he takes a fastball high, 1-0. Buster with a base hit in his last at bat. He's 1 for 4. And a strike. Took a little off on that one.
Just great stuff. Yeah, he's a guy I definitely want a picture of, because it is stuff you don't see very often.
Buster breaks his bat. It's now 1-2.
That was 99. And one thing about Chapman, I mean, you're not going to go up there and look for anything but the fastball. Why would you look for something else? But it is definitely good to see him back active on the off the disabled list. Got hit right above the left eye with a line drive, and had to put a plate in his skull.
Low and away. 2-2.
Just a brutal injury, and you know, for some guys, they can't get over that type of an injury. It's quite common. And he shows no ill effects whatsoever with it.
So a full count out of Buster Posey. Got him.
A 3-2 breaking ball, and you guarantee you that Buster Posey was not looking for that.
You can have that one. So here's Sandoval. Sandoval with 3 hits today. He's 3 for 4. George Cantos getting loose. No balls and 1 strike.
Again, you're not going to look for anything but a fastball. So if he's flopping that slider over, yeah, that's a big league hang with him.
And on the appeal, no swing.
That was a changeup.
Swing and a miss.
That was a changeup, and that's not right. That has been a project pitch for Chapman. We saw him throwing it in spring training, And everybody just started shaking their head. I mean, that's a changeup. It's a circle change and a good one.
And that's caught by King.
So he gets one fastball after 3 pitches, and it's a 101-mile-an-hour fastball.
So here's Morris, who's 1 for 4. Balls and 1 strike.
And there's another century mark right there. 100 mile an hour right across the letters. Good luck trying to keep your top hand on that one. I mean, that's just great stuff. That's just pure stuff.
They're trying to get a pizza and a half. Chapman strikes out a pair. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Turn on to Murph and Mac, the morning show on KMBR. And Mike will talk about the game with Murph and Mac on KMBR 680, the sports leader. It's a 6-1 lead for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and auto service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
George Conto's coming in trying to finish this up for Bruce Bochy. 7th game that he's come in since he's been recalled. He's got good numbers, 10 strikeouts against 2 walks in 9 innings. And with George, it's not just a 2-pitch repertoire now. He's got 2 types of fastball and a cutter and a changeup to go along with that slider. And it has made all the difference in the world. It has made it much more aggressive, and we've also seen better velocity on the fastball, 92 to 94.
So Joaquin Arias is now at 3rd. Tried to do the show this morning with Murph and Mac while the security guy was telling me that I couldn't sit in the stands.
How'd that go?
It went fine, but it was a wee bit distracting, let's put it that way.
Were you running away from him?
No, I was doing all the hand motions and pointing to the phone like, you know, I got something going on here. And for whatever reason, they don't care. tell him I was you, and that didn't even work.
That'll get you arrested here.
So here's Contos facing Billy Hamilton. Hamilton takes a strike. Wanted to do it in the dugout, but there were too many people in the dugout. Hamilton fouls this one off the backstop. He's 0 for 3. Sandoval made the play of the game to take a hit away from him in the 6th inning. Outside, it's 1-2. Bumgarner, 8 innings, 3 hits, a run. No walks, 5 strikeouts. Arias, glasses down, 1 out.
That's a nice job of planting that fastball in the hands of Hamilton. Really bunched him up.
So here's Frazier. Frazier is homered, singled, and he's bounced out to Crawford. This would be Mike Murphy's favorite player, Todd Frazier.
Why is that?
Because he's got a Frank Sinatra song as his walk-up song.
That would be Mike Murphy's favorite player. Giants legendary clubhouse man Mike Murphy loves Frank Sinatra. When the players are all cleared out and he's the last guy in the clubhouse, that's what you're going to be hearing walking in that clubhouse.
Frazier swings at a pitch in the dirt. 2 outs.
Good use of a hard slider with a 2-strike count. Put it down below the zone. Let him chase.
Doesn't sound kind of odd though with all the variety of walk-up songs to hear old Frank coming in.
First time I've heard it ever.
Here's Phillips.
I figured the only guy who would use Frank Sinatra for a walk-up song would be Tommy Lasorda. And he's retired.
Here's Phillips. Phillips 1 for 3. And he takes a strike. What do you think Phillips thought of that call?
I don't think he's enthusiastic. That was bad body language. That would get you sent to the principal.
One ball and 1 strike. $25,532 here at one point. Most have stuck around. Arias. Let's it go by. It's foul.
There you go. That's why you bring your glove.
Mom pulled it off.
How great is Mom? Seriously.
Go. 1-2 to Phillips.
Mom's a player.
Back. So Phillips stays alive.
Contos working the corner with 92. He's throwing with the most confidence we've ever seen him throw.
You're exactly right.
It's amazing. You give a guy a couple of different types of movement, a couple of different types of speed, and all of a sudden, confidence soars.
Popped him up, and this should do it. And that's the ball game. So the Giants end up taking 2 out of 3 after dropping the very ugly game on Tuesday. They come back, they play strong.